There guys, here we go. Colonial Autumn Ale. Colonial, they're an Aussie company. We're all colonials here. Colonial Australian Ale. Brewed by people with the love of what they do. Handmade beer. A CBCB, is it? You're kidding. No, CB Company. Colonial Brewing Company. There you go. I haven't had many. That's good. That's nice. You're fucking kidding me. That's nice. I'll have a Colonial now. I've been drinking a lot of Colonials with me mate. We've been drinking the Colonial IPAs. We've had hundreds of them. Anyway, this is the Autumn Ale. One of the best beers I ever had in my life was a Grolsch Autumn beer when I was in Holland last time, which was about 5-6 years ago. This is 5.7%, and I remember the Autumn beer was maybe 6 or 6.5, and I might have even done a video on it. Maybe not. Cheers, guys. And it had autumn leaves on the can, so the can was orange, and it was a fucking great beer. Might have even been 7%, but I drank a few of them while I was in Holland last time, Netherlands. I'm getting memories of that, but I'm also getting memories of having just trying to think what brand. I think it might have been Sapporo, and they do an autumn beer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was at the local milk bar in Tokyo, and they had autumn beers and other beers that you don't get in Australia ever. And I bought an autumn beer in Tokyo, and it was fucking delicious. It was one of the best beers of Japan trip. And this is a cracker as well. Well done, Colonial. No, that's a beauty, I tell you. No, that's a cracker. And there's a dog wants to come in. Not too strong, not over the top, but something different, and what a beautiful, fragrant flavour. Come in, dog. Very fragrant. It's a beer of the season, I guess. That's what I say to people. It's pretty hard for any company to have the same flavour on their beer year in, year out. Doesn't matter if you got the guaranteed hops and malt and all that. They all change season by season. But a nice autumn beer is always going to be a little bit different to the other beers of the year. And I'm enjoying this, and I'm glad they did this. Well done. Happy days are here to stay in Australia. We're getting the beers that we should have been getting 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago when I was a young tucker. I remember having beers 50 years ago. Can you believe that? And the beers I remember for those days were Mailman. He drank Carlton United. He had Melbourne bitter. He had Vic bitter. And he had Invalid Stout. and they were his beers of choice when I was a kid. I mean, a kid, 5 years old, over 50 years ago. And they're the beers he'd be drinking. Yeah. And I'll be sharing a stout with him on a Sunday afternoon. I was young tacker, had a little lemonade and stout with him. That was a big highlight of the week. You get cold real quick and early in winter, and then you'd be inside and watching Countdown at 6 o'clock Sunday night. Remember that? Come on, Mum. Come on, Dad. We want to go home. We want to watch Countdown. We'll be at someone's house Sunday afternoon. You had lunch, and they're all getting full of food and maybe having a couple of drinks or a few too many. Anyway, come on. Countdown's on soon. Let's go home. Hey, that was a pretty common thing growing up. What a joke, hey. That's a real Aussie thing, isn't it? Countdown. Sunday night, 6 o'clock. Mum and Dad, come on. Put the foot down. We want to go watch Countdown. You're fucking. Cheers, guys. Colonial Autumn. You're fucking kidding. I'm going to put this up straight away. It's like that sometimes. I'll put them up and then I'll do another one and I'll just put it on the side, and I'll have a day I don't have a drink, or a couple of days, or maybe I'll have just something that I'm not going to do a video on. So I'll whack one of the videos I've saved up over the week. So, well, not always. Sometimes I've got no money in. I'm not putting any videos up and I've got no spare ones. But occasionally I've got a couple up my sleeve. Very occasionally I might have half a dozen up my sleeve. But that's the luck of the draw. If you're running a channel, that's what happens. You just go up and down. You got money or you haven't got money. You can't make production if you haven't got money. I guess I could just film nothing and talk bullshit, but it's not going to get views. This is lucky to get a few views. I've gone off on a tangent. I've had too many. Anyway, that's what it's all about. Get comfortable. Forget about the rules. Talk about anything. What about the flu epidemic in Melbourne this year? 3,000 deaths in 2019 from the flu, and then 1,000 COVID deaths and 36 to the flu in 2020. So we saved 2,000 people, and that made you get a COVID shot for whatever fucking reason. And then break down everyone's immunity, and now the flu's going to wipe out fucking, I reckon, 50,000. You're fucking kidding. Yep. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Cheers, guys. Back on a lighter note, the autumn beers. If you see any autumn beers around the world, get onto it. Because I've had winter beers, summer beers, and spring beers, but the autumn beers can be the best. Alright, so get out there, get amongst it, get a bit of orange up here. You're kidding. Cheers.